What I got here is a Bondy bait. This is a real good late fall tactic. You can use them all year round, but once the air temperatures get cold, casting becomes an issue. Having gloves on, stuff like that, line freezing. The Bondy's a really good technique, along with whether you're using live bait or not, where you can get the bait down there and keep it down there really deep. So basically what I'm doing when I jig is whether I'm in the front on the bow mount with the graph or the back graph here, is you can actually just drop it down and you can see the bait the whole time in the graph. So if you want to drop it down 20 feet, you can watch it go down there. And basically you get it down to say 20 feet. And you can lift and drop, you can leave your gloves on and stuff like that, and you lift and drop, and you can watch on the screen. You can see the fish come up and hit it or look at it. You know exactly how deep you are. You can drop it on the bottom, you can get inside turns, you can go, if all the bait's down 30 feet, you want to get it down at least 25 feet. If the bait's up higher, you can see, well, I want the bait at maybe 15 feet. If it's real clear water, a lot of times you're way down there. If it's a little darker water, you can jig. I've caught them as shallow as say 10 feet down over 20 feet of water, or even 5 feet down over 15 feet of water. But basically it's a vertical presentation. You're not constantly reeling the line up and down where your reel freezes up, so it's a really good cold weather option. And it's also a good option too, if you're running live bait, you can draw the fish in near the boat and they'll look at the Bondy. If they don't hit it, which a lot of times they will, and then they may turn and hit the sucker. But I caught just as many fish, it seems like, when the Bondy bait is down there, they just come up and they just crush this instead of even looking at the sucker. The first thing they see, they'll hit it. Because you have a trailer blade on there, it's a little bit more flash. And sometimes the colors, you can change colors around and stuff like that. It's always an option, but this is a really good technique to do when it's cold. I got my gloves on. I can do this sitting down, basically if it's windy and stuff, you can hunker down there and you're just basically lift and drop, jigging. A lot of times they hit it on the fall, but you can sit there and watch it on your graph and stay warm somewhat. And it's just a really good technique that this late in the year when the water gets this cold. A quick thing about the Bondy, it's not just a vertical jig bait. What we do a lot of times when we're fishing open water, when the fish are deep, is basically we're casting these. And basically what we're doing is we're casting them and then counting them down. I'll count them out, like we're in 40 feet, I'll count the thing all the way to the bottom. And you're working that suspended fish. It doesn't wobble like a crankbait or something, but you crank it in, you can work it like a jerk bait. You can stop and go, let it sink back to the bottom, but you can actually cast these instead of just vertically jigging them, and they will hit them. And also you can get more suspended fish, the fish that are 20 feet down over 60 feet of water. As far as you just let it sink, sink down about 5 to 10 seconds, and get that bait in a 20-foot zone, which you can on a normal crankbait. And basically you just cast it out and you just work it back in, jig it, pump it. There's no wrong way. And they'll crush it. It's a technique to cover a lot of water real fast by casting them.